here we are on the way back from Junction 1. Pete spent a small fortune, didn't you?
Presentation is everything. Like I said in that video yesterday, if you don't respect how you look and you don't put effort into how you present and communicate, you're bleeding opportunity.
And that takes a small fortune, unfortunately,
but it's
to present yourself well.
Right, but we can look at it, we can look at coaching the same.
It's like the video I made the other day. It's investment in yourself is probably the biggest thing you can do for yourself. Spending money on yourself, spending money on your coaching, your business, whatever it may be.
I think there's an arrogance, right, with coaching. I don't need a coach because I know what I'm at. I'm starting with a new coach. It will be my 4th coach. That guy has a coach. His coach has a coach. I coach coaches who also coach coaches who also coach people.
It's almost like it's like a good pyramid scheme in a way.
Yes. Remember,
because you're getting so much value off the people who know more than you. You should always be working with somebody who knows more than you.
You stop learning when you think you're good enough. And it goes back to that saying, the more knowledge you gain, the less you know.
100%.
And if you look back at any coach you've worked with, or any education you've done, or any time you've spent in getting better at what you do, what do you remember? What you gained from it, or the money you spent on
it? It's one of those things. Money comes and goes. You know, you don't. When you invest in something that's worth investing in, you don't look at it 3 months later, once you've taken so much value from it, and go, "Oh, that was so expensive." Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of the times you'll probably look at what you thought was first expensive, and I think back and go, that was actually a steal.
Yeah, when I look at, I put up a story the other day that said, when it comes to coaching, you absolutely get what you pay for. And that was from an onboarding video I sent to a client. That was half an hour, right? But it's giving reason to why we do things. Again, another video I've talked about, being able to explain why we do things, right? The common example, Pure Gym have an app that shows you random workouts and exercises and stuff, and one of the main things a lot of people who I sign up for PT and say is, oh, I want something that's actually tailored to me. And I always make the point that there's a difference between exercising and training, right? Exercise is, a 5-year-old can make you sweat.
Mm-hmm.
It takes someone that understands, at least on a surface level, how the body moves, how it responds to certain inputs, how different people move differently, and why they're moving differently, and what it means, and what you need to do based off of that.
He's brain maxing here.
But it's true. You need something catered to you. If you don't need a coach, then why aren't you in the shape that you want to be in?
I think that's always the comment that I like making to people when they.
Even if you are, what are you saying? You can't be better.
Absolutely. One of the clients I have, he was in phenomenal shape before he came into me. Before he came on board with me for online coaching, but he knew there was something lacking.
Biceps?
They're not lacking anymore, son. They're getting there. Trust me.
No, I mean, it's the person you're talking about, known for his big biceps.
Not really. Well, yeah. You're probably thinking of the right person. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Probably. So he knew something was lacking about his own training, despite him being in really good shape. So he came to me for sort of full online coaching. Wanted that structure, wanted that guidance.
Oh, okay, no, you're not, mate.
Of someone
This guy is yoked, by the way.
Absolutely yoked. Kudos to him. He was pretty yoked before he came to me, but he's even more yoked now.
Lesson to be learned in that.
Yeah, and already put so much strength on in just a couple of months. Put a fair bit of size on already. He's looking leaner, he weighs more. So no matter how good you already are and how much you may already know, there's always somebody who knows more than you and who can give you better structure, better guidance than you can for yourself. So
why do your guys seem to be getting leaner even though they're eating more?
Why do my guys get leaner and eat more? So a lot of times we go through like an initial deficit period with a lot of my clients, and then we really periodically build our calories up. It's something I was actually saying to Ben Corsby yesterday. I think I'm really good at increasing people's calories without them gaining weight. You just have to do this by periodically building their calories up very slowly, week by week, month by month, adding a little bit of expenditure, and naturally expenditure, NEAT will all go up. Thermic effect of food goes up. You burn more calories at rest. The more muscle you put on, the more calories you burn at rest. So you absolutely can get leaner and eat more food periodically over a longer period of time. So
I like that. And
Josh Priest is a good example. He hasn't gained a single kilo. We're trying to make him gain weight, but he's went from 3,600 calories to 4,000.
tell them.
4,500 calories from.
Mike doesn't realise this is all one take.
Oh, there you go. Then this is going on YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
But this
First video, kind of nervous.
This is something I want to say, right? About a year ago, Mike and I sat outside a coffee shop and we're like, this isn't going to work out. I think our revenue was about 300 quid joint.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I think there was like 500 pound coming in, yeah. Off the top of my head.
And as you can see now, we're separate branding. We're doing our own thing. But we've both done significantly better. We're able to do things we enjoy. There's different areas of our lives that are massively improving. And it literally just stems from not listening to people who told us negative, doubtful things, but just being relentless. And even something as simple as I can say to Mike, oh, let's go up to Junction 1 and get some new kit. Not bothering us, and being able to do a video with one take because we're more confident in how we speak.
Absolutely.
We know.
I think even when we first started coaching, when we were filming content on the phone, the number of times we would have had to retake stuff, especially myself, just not being able to talk at all to the camera, being completely camera shy, because it's one of those things you're uncomfortable with. It's weird, it's new. But now, looking at the difference, it makes you absolutely doing the same things over and over again, get so much better at it. I think that's testament to where we both are at this stage now. You know, we've
obviously
been through
a million miles from where we want to be, but
absolutely still so much to go. But that's why we're still so, you know, relentless with our own coaching, try and provide the best service we can, and we still continue to learn off other people, invest in our own coaching, invest in our own services.
You're working with a coach. I'm starting with my new one next week, and there's probably people who watch our stuff and listen to, probably even like respect us maybe from a coaching standpoint, and you gain knowledge from us. Yet we're investing quite big money, to be fair, learning.
I think to a lot of people from the outside, it's always like, why does that coach have a coach? You know, are they not good enough? That's an opinion I've had from a lot of just like generic people, or you know, people I PT in the gym. They're like, why do you have a coach? Why do you need a coach?
Yeah.
But it's you know, not their fault. They just don't understand sort of the place it comes from, and why it's so important to continuously invest in yourself and work with people who are more knowledgeable than you.
100%. And I guess as well, it's like you're literally paying someone to get rid of all the thinking for you and solve the problems for you. Now, obviously, you have to do your bit with communication and providing the data.
Absolutely.
So worth it. And I guess, suppose while we're here, and I'll make this the title of the video, because a lot of people want to know, what happened to Utopia? Let's start with your take, because we are approximately 120 seconds from my house. So keep it as concise as possible. Your take, what happened to Utopia?
Utopia, to put it in simple terms, I think it just didn't make sense anymore. With us being a partnership in business, you were heading off to PT and Pure Gym. I had just finished my own PT course, just finished university. So I just started, well, I had been nutrition coaching for a while at that point anyway, but I just started PTing as well. So we were sort of doing that together in the same gym. So it just didn't make any sense anymore. There was different funds coming in from different places. So it just made sense from a friendship and business point of view to just say, let's just do our own thing. We both knew we could probably be better off on our own and doing each side of the coin, rather than just me nutrition coaching and just you you know, doing the PTing or programming, whatever way you want to coin it. So essentially just didn't make sense anymore. There was no bad blood. It was just as simple as we knew we could do better off on our own. You know, we didn't really run a conventional coaching business. Not many people do coach together and in the way we did, but I'm very thankful for it, and it set me off in the complete right direction of what I want to do now. And I probably never would have coached if it wasn't for this man. So
he owes me commission. Well, from my take, pretty much what Mike said, but we were just trying to do too much. Not even, we were charging far too little, which is obviously just a thing you do when you're starting out, to be fair. Now, it was you starting out, I was probably a year into it, which is still baby, to be fair, in terms of the game. But charging too little, doing a lot, trying to do too many different things, and we were literally so desperate for clients that we had an outdoor club, a run club, a community, like a global community, and we were that desperate for clients that I was taking my dog to dog parks to speak to people to try get clients. Michael was going into town to speak to people because we were that desperate. However, we didn't get any clients from that, but what we did get was something that was infinitely more valuable. Experience, and we got better at speaking to people in the context of myself. Pure Gym, if you're not familiar with how commercial gyms work, you literally need to speak to everyone, and you get so much rejection, and it can be, if you don't have that slot filled and you're not at home or whatever, you have to go fill the slot. You have to literally walk up to a random person on a treadmill with their headphones on, gym's busy as tits, and say, excuse me, can you, yeah, hi, I'm Pete, I'm a coach. get the gist of it. But it got us good at speaking to people, and it set us on the right path. Here we are. We just did a one-take rant. We're home now.
Where are we? 6 months later, and we're both taking big strides in our own coaching businesses. I've done my first seminar. You're coaching some of the strongest junior lifters in the country.
Solving problems.
That's what we do.
Getting people.
That is what we do.
Getting people looking good, moving good, feeling good. Thank you very much for watching. Support the channel. Michael's Instagram is
Michael underscore.
Commentator's curse. Oh yeah, we've got so good at communicating this. And mine is Michael.
Michael underscore Colleen, best nutritionist in the country. You will not regret getting on board with me.
No, thanks for watching.
Peace.